to shuffle in. Let's connect to our breath. Connecting to the divine within, the divines that surrounds us. I'm still feeling like somebody's not wanting to take the time to sit with themselves. I have a dragonfly coming right at me. Not wanting to take the time to put in the works to really clear their mind. And remember, I always say, if you can't even take 20 seconds to sit with yourself and catch a motherfucking breath, there's a butterfly now. Nobody's going to want to do that with you. They're going to see you not taking that time to be genuine and pure with self and honest and true. We're going to release with the buzz of the dragonfly. We release that with the V's, and we're releasing that V energy, that 5 of cups, 5 of swords, 5 of pentacles, 5 of wands, and stepping into the chariot. Picturing a light going down our spine while we feel our claws, letting our claws rise, not our chest. Mahalo, mahalo. Conflict again. Conflict. Somebody has to have a deep conversation with somebody, and it may come with some conflict. Whether it's a friend, someone at work, your spouse, your children, this conversation needs to be had. Let's read this, please, because I don't think I ever read the full story of Ku, and I feel that since we keep getting it, somebody needs to hear it. E Ku, e hina, na akua ho'okumu, ho'oko, ho'okavovo, ho'oulu, ho'ohua, o Ku, o hina. The gods that bring you into being, that cause to thrive, to grow. Ku is one of the 4 major gods. Kane, Kanaloa, Ku, Lono. Ku is associated with the national prosperity, a long life, farming, fishing, abundance of the sea, canoe making. Ku is a god of the upper forest and the Ohia Lehua tree. Wood from the red flowering Ohia tree is used to make images of Ku. Sometimes images of Ku have bulging eyes and a protruding tongue. He is believed to represent our emotional and animal natures. Ku is the most feared for being the god of war, sacrifice, and sorcery. On the day that an attack was planned, a kahuna, priest, searched the skies for a sign of victory or defeat. If the kahuna saw an unfavorable omen, the attack would be postponed. If this happened more than 3 times, the confrontation would be avoided completely. Human sacrifice may not have always been practiced in ancient Hawaii. Some believe that Ku, along with the practice of human sacrifice, was brought to the islands from Tahiti by a man named Pa'ao. Ku used sorcery. Ku's sorcery is called Ku Vaha'ilo, Ku of the maggot mouth. As a god of sorcery, Ku is associated with the practice of ana ana, praying someone to death. Ana ana was a sorcery of vengeance. I was feeling that because there's this motherfucking fly around here, and there's motherfuckers that are doing that, okay? Like, no joke, no joke. People are paying motherfuckers to do this type of attacks on the light workers, on the seers. And just know that the divine don't play about their divine ones. They don't fucking play. They don't motherfucking play. So just know that if you're being attacked spiritually, physically, their karma is coming. And if you're the one who is causing an attack, Spirit don't motherfucking play, and I would change course quick. But they seen it already. Whatever was going on behind closed doors, they seen it. Ana Ana was a sorcery of vengeance. It involved taking the life of another by prayer and faith. It was used by either sorcerers or healers who studied and passed on the practice from generation to generation. Ana Ana was a highly dangerous practice because of the possibility that prayers could be reversed and returned to the originator, returned to sender, motherfucker. Ana Ana was usually used only as a last resort under extreme circumstances. Perhaps the idea that negative feelings could be returned to the sender is a warning about the danger of harboring negative feelings. When we feel negatively towards someone, it is we who experience the negativity. Therefore, it is either important to work out the negative feelings or let them go. That's what I was just motherfucking talking about yesterday. I was talking about how it's not always somebody mixing up motherfucking potions or doing this ritual. It's their negative ass thoughts in their mind about you. That hater vibes is what sends that shit. Is what creates that fucking. But it gets returned to sender, okay? Just know that. Ku's appearance indicates that there are powerful feelings that may be in need of healing. You may need to engage in a confrontation or a conflict. Conflict appears to be an inevitable part of human affairs, so do not despair. Access, succubus. A successfully managed conflict can pull a relationship out of a rut, renew, and strengthen a connection. Conflict may show you what is worth fighting about. It is not always inevitable, and sometimes it's better avoided. However, sometimes confronting a situation is the most appropriate course of action. When you confront a situation, you take the risk that it may turn into a conflict. Avoiding conflict at all costs may be a sign of weakness, which prostrates you to the needs and whims of others, sacrificing your prosperity and integrity. Ku is highly psychic and sensitive to criticism because he feels and remembers everything. Therefore, when you feel the need to confront a situation, consider whether or not it is really worth fighting for. Sometimes it's best to allow the peace and serenity of a good night's rest to give you a new perspective so that you can better decide. If you decide that a confrontation may be necessary, you may find it useful to focus on what you want to have happen rather than what you don't want to happen. State your needs in the first person in order to avoid putting others on the defensive. I don't know why it says putting another on the defensive. I feel like it should say on the defense, but okay. Ooh, maybe somebody's doing that too. Maybe somebody's trying to say something and somebody's like, no. I'm trying to change it up. Like, no, bitch, I said what I said. That's what the fuck I wrote. Use statements which begin with I rather than you. For example, I really like the house to be clean when I get home from work, rather than this place is a mess and you're a slob. You may find that by clearly focusing on what it is you really want, rather than focusing on what you don't want, half of the battle is won. Whew. That was some heavy energy. So sorcery. If you've been feeling that, maybe you have to communicate it, or maybe you have to just fucking let it go and know that it will be returned to sender. Limits. Know that limiting attitudes are often formed as protective reactions to past events, accomplishments. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present and self-doubt. So I'm seeing, think of all the times somebody fucked you over and you stayed in your light and you kept enjoying what you were doing. You didn't even let it bother you. And you've seen how their life shifted. You've seen how things weren't really going in their favor. So know that when you stay in your lane, you fucking let it go and let nature run its motherfucking course. Seriously. Let it go, because you don't want to harbor those negative feelings. Don't let them project that onto you, because they want you stuck in that negativity too. They want you to stay stuck in where they are. That's why they keep projecting all their shit on you. Because they see you leveling up and they want to keep you fucking stuck. Because they know when you level up, they want to keep you stuck. They want to keep you restricted. Because they know that when you level up, you're going to make some wise motherfucking investments of who needs to be around and who doesn't. Yes, in order for your abundance to come in. I feel like I'm just going to be pulling motherfucking cards. Moving that shit out the way because it was blocking your abundance. Okay, so somebody's trying to hold on to someone that spirit was trying to push out of their motherfucking way because it was blocking things for them. They knew, spirit knew they were restricting you. And they were actually obsessing over continuing to cause some sort of conflict so you can stay guarded. So they can block off this sacred union from happening because they seen it coming for you. You may have not even have seen it at the time, but they fucking seen it. They fucking seen it, and they were trying so hard to make sure you weren't seeing the abundance coming in. But it is. Regardless. Re-fucking guardless. Why? Because you stayed in your light. And the wheel's turning in your favor. Luck. And it's not fucking luck. It's because that's who you are. You are abundant. And people are probably even going to wonder, how the fuck is she keep getting so lucky even though I was trying to keep her chained to me? See, the devil is on the motherfucking coup card. They were fucking practicing some black ass magic. And like I said, it's not even fucking creating a ritual. It's their negative ass thoughts towards you, keeping you stuck. And I feel like a lot of you cut them off, or some of them cut you off. I feel like a lot of you saw the fucking red flags, and spirit had to force them out of your life because you weren't making that motherfucking move, even though they showed you over and over again. Over and over again. Yeah, look. Fucking Queen of Swords, looking at the gossips, looking at the spies. They're watching you. And you're kind of hurt that you have to move forward from this, because this is probably somebody that you fucking loved. But they didn't fuck with you. They wanted to always battle with you. But look, they're always standing guard, and you seated upon throne, and you going forward. She's like, look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. Just a page in the motherfucking book. Mono came out. Mono flew out. Let's put this on hold real quick. Mono. Back. Loaded with a devil attack. Step back. Here comes a shock attack. Because they didn't know you were protected by the motherfucking divines, yeah? They didn't know. They didn't know. Number 9. That white coral, that pureness, purity. Okamano hele honua. The shark that goes over the earth. I'm going to read this whole thing. Hawaiians have many stories about sharks. Some sharks may be Aumakua, ancestor gods, while others may be Kupua. Kupua are part god, part human creatures. Their god nature is usually from the spirit of an animal ancestor who entered their body at birth. Their animal side often manifests itself in powerful skills or talents. Although there are many different shark kupua, they all share some common characteristics. In their human form, they have a mark on their back that looks like a shark bite. These kupua are known for warning their victims about the dangers of sharks before devouring them. Corpses were once offered to sharks with the hope that the deceased would become a shark aumakua. A shark aumakua named Kalahiki is said to have guided the first Hawaiians across the desolate waters on their journey from Tahiti. Those who are fortunate enough to have a shark as an aumakua rely on the shark for such things as assistance in fishing, protection from less benevolent sharks and sea creatures, rescuing from drowning, and salvation from sorcery. Mahalo, mahalo. Fuck. They didn't know that you were fucking being protected at all times. The word shark in Hawaiian is mano. Mano can mean a passionate lover. The word ho'omano can be used to describe a person who behaves as a shark. I can't I can't see. It's like ravenously. Eats ravenously or pursues sex adroitly. Namano, sharks, are revered as well as feared in Hawaii. Whether they will be your friend or foe depends on circumstances and the forces of nature. It is said that one who assists a shark by removing barnacles from its skin or by sharing one's catch will never have to fear them. What appears on the surface to be loyal and leadership may contain possessiveness and recklessness underneath. If Mano appears surrounded by white coral, you're being warned against the dangers of disciplined desires or actions. This desire may involve you or someone who is close to you. In any case, watch for an appetite for someone or something so strong that it leads to destructive behavior. A person who is lusting for leadership or is consumed with desire may be unwilling to accept alternative paths or to consider the consequences of his or her choices. Uncontrolled lust can lead a person to engage in reckless behavior because it makes them temporarily forget their limitations or vulnerabilities. Such forgetfulness can lead to negative consequences for themselves or for others. Be aware that wants are confused with needs that can lead to lack of self-discipline, insensitive actions, and insatiable desires. So this is someone who possibly hated you, loved you so much that they fucking hated it. And they became obsessed and they couldn't control it. And Spirit's telling them to watch out for that obsession and to worry about their own motherfucking shit, basically. See, look. They're all in their fucking head, not even resting. They can't. They're restless. They're restless. They're hungry. But there's a divines. That's adding 5, so that is the sneaky ass weasel shit, yeah? Somebody being sneaky, somebody trying to get away with something, trying to get away with fucking with the Queen of Wands, but they didn't know she was protected. And sons, this is for you too, okay? But I don't know. I'm seeing some sneaky shit. They didn't know. Look, even Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, it was hidden. But it's being fully exposed now. Now they're seeing it. Now they're seeing clearly. But this is also happiness and joy for you. Success. Your success is still on the way. Because you stayed, you remained in your power. Queen of Pentacles, you remained in your power. You knew your abundance was coming in. She's still seated upon her throne. Ace of Cups, and there's the Emperor. On the Ace of Cups. Marriage, a sacred marriage happening. Even a child that's needed to be born through this sacred union. And that's why they were trying to fucking block it. Because they knew who you were. And they also knew that you were going to attract in a masculine that knows who the fuck he is too. Oh shit. Love, marriage, commitment, expectations. Definitely marriage. Somebody's coming in to offer something. I see also the Emperor trying to seek some sort of guidance. Oh wow, what's going on? Yep. Or maybe they were doing that during Virgo season, going within, seeing you for who you were. And they're also protected. There's the Queen of Cups. Right on the Page of Cups. Let's end it there. That was fucking beautiful. And whoever was trying to try some shit on you, it's being delayed. They're being stopped. They're struggling. Just know that you're protected. Don't even worry about it. Don't even keep that. See, they're worried. They're not stable. They're broken down, and they're also feeling left out in the motherfucking cold. But you have your back turned on them. You could care fucking less. Because you knew what the fuck was going on. Let's get an angels and ancestors actually before we close this out. Wow. Okay, not just one. Okay. The sun. Yes, the sun. Again, on 2222. Beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. Let that shit go. Don't even worry about it. The divines move them out your motherfucking way for a reason. Hold the space. Hold the space. See beyond current situations. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. We have 6 cards here. Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. And Mountain, stand your ground. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The divines are always watching over you. They're always guiding you. Stay in your love. Stay in your light. Nature is mirroring you. I'm seeing as well. I'm seeing a lot of portal energy. A lot of portal energy. So you're stepping into your power. They're guiding you there. Ooh, I got the fucking chills. Beautiful. I love you all. Mahalo.